The three things you need to change in your business and in your life to stop having back tax problems with the IRS. Look, it's one thing to negotiate with the IRS to fix your problem. But what happens if all that occurs is next year you wind up owing them more? Well, obviously, they're going to look at you, they're going to think you're a flake, and they're going to throw out whatever resolution you negotiated with them. And it's back to square one, and it just keeps snowballing every single year, right? There's underlying problems in your life and in your finances and in your thinking that's leaving you where you are behind the eight ball with the IRS. And that's why it's so important to change things within yourself and in your business. No other accountant talks about this stuff. The IRS website doesn't talk about this stuff, but really, this is the sweet, super dialed in point by which you can fix this problem in your life. So there's really three things. Number one is to really change your mindset around money. A lot of people, they come to me and they tell me on the phone, they're like, RC, I'm good in my business. I'm good at selling. I'm good at operations. I'm good at managing, but I suck at managing my business finances. And I hear these horror stories and see the inside of these businesses with these screwed up cash flow situations with money completely misplaced, the business spending beyond its means, the person, the entrepreneur spending beyond their means. Look, you have to change your mindset around money. You cannot let money happen to you. You need to take a very strong and hard view at your money and really learn to control and rein in the money in your business and in your life. If money happens to you, you are going to be behind the IRS eight ball forever, because what happens? You show up, April 14th, the day before tax deadline. You don't even know how much you're going to owe. You don't even have your books together. You don't even know what the heck's going on, right? You do your taxes and all of a sudden you owe $60,000 you didn't expect, and you don't have $60,000 in the bank account to just cut them a check, right? Your mindset has to change. Your mindset needs to understand that one of the core components of being a successful businessman or a businesswoman is full control of your money. What I highly recommend you do is spend more time learning from people who talk about success around finances and entrepreneurial leaders. Make talking about money and embracing money as something that's important to you in your life. When you change that mindset and you start to have more of a controlling mindset about your inflows and your outflows, you will be able to see where you are and to have the funds to pay your taxes. The second thing is you need to have better financial tracking in your business. Most people I talk to who are in business, who make a lot of money but owe a crap load of money in back taxes, have almost zero financial controls in their business. And when I ask them about it, number one, it comes down to mindset, right? People are like, oh, I'm too busy for that. Well, I'm like, dude, why don't you hire a bookkeeper? Well, it's too expensive. Well, that's a mindset issue. I mean, how can you expect to make a lot of money and be successful in business if you're not willing to invest in yourself, right? But with this new mindset, you have to control your financial picture to the fullest. You have to keep track of your money. If you have to hire a bookkeeper to do it, if you want to use an online automated system like QuickBooks Online, you absolutely have to do it. If you're a sole proprietor, business owner, like a real estate agent or a consultant or an insurance agent or something to that effect, maybe a healthcare provider like a psychologist, chiropractor, maybe it's easy enough for you to do it on your own. But if you're making any kind of money, you need to hire someone to help you. I mean, look, I'm an accountant. I hire someone to do my bookkeeping for this exact reason. I don't want to have all of this extra worry about money kind of like floating around, or tracking my money floating around. I want to be able to pull up my QuickBooks on my computer, type in my password, and see this is exactly where you stand in your business. When you do that, you are liberated and you are free, and it is worth paying someone to do that. The third thing you need to do to stay out of trouble with the IRS from now on is you need to internalize taxes as something that's a key component of your business. You need to be familiar with your requirements for what you need to do as far as taxes, as far as when to pay, how to pay. And also, you need to really care more about tax planning if you're making any kind of money. If you were making, $100,000, $200,000 plus a year net, you need to start restructuring your business to be more tax efficient. If you're maybe starting out in business or whatever, maybe that doesn't matter because your concern is making more money, as it should be growing your income. But you can't wing it. So many clients that come to me, their business is set up to be taxed at the highest possible rates in the worst possible ways because by default, that's what happens to you if you don't even think about your taxes. You can save a lot of money by actually planning it out. And if you actually plan your taxes through proper strategizing, what you can do is actually wind up, of course, owing less. And that makes it even easier to stay on top of it. So instead of owing 50 grand, if you owed 40 grand, obviously that's $10,000 less. But then imagine you restructure your business to where you save $10,000 a year in perpetuity for as long as you plan on being in business. That can be for another 10, 20, 30 years, right? You need to change your underlying attitudes about money, and you need to change your actions about money to really get out of the hole with the IRS, because I've seen it a million times. People, they negotiate with the IRS, and frankly, I've even seen it with clients I've had who have not heeded my advice to restructure their business. We negotiate an outcome for them, and 4 months later, I get a call from the IRS again saying, hey, your client defaulted again on their taxes, and now we have to start over. Don't put yourself in that situation. Take charge with your mindset. Take charge with bookkeeping and proper financial tracking, including hiring someone, most likely, even if you don't want to, even if it's a little expensive, hire someone, and actually caring about tax planning and at the bare minimum, tax compliance from now on. Guys, I hope that helps. Maybe it sounds a little simple, but 95% of the folks that come into my office are not implementing these. If they do implement it, they will get it fixed. Had they implemented it before, they would not have been in my office in the first place. I hope you're having a great day, and I look forward to talking to you soon.